Alright guys, so this is my portfolio website. I'm going to run you through a couple of the changes that I made on this one. The business description is actually on the About section of the main menu. The main changes that I made to this one was really just to make this copy more concise. It was a bit of a story before, but what I've done is went ahead and bullet pointed main services that I offer. So if people are looking for something in particular, this will help them find that, or it gives them kind of a rundown of things that should be in their business that they can use as a checklist and say, oh, these are things that I'm missing, and, something that I can offer to them. I went ahead and I didn't put my resume as a PDF, but I did put it as a separate page, and what I did was I had kind of modified this based on the improvements that I made on my resume recently in this course. So I have this all reflects that. I also updated my Bachelor of Science, the graduation date, and I included some lynda.com certificates on this page as well. My portfolio is another place that I made a lot of improvements. I completely redid this branding elements page. I included this from a previous project in one of the classes. It's got a pretty good description already of the different pieces and why they were used and created. Each of these new logos is supposed to have an alt text that when you hover over it, it'll give you a description, so I'm not quite sure why that's not showing up. The website section, I did add descriptions here for these two different examples, and these do link out to the separate pages. Custom social posting was another one that I made some improvements to. If you notice, you can hover over these and get a description for each one. And if you click on it, you'll see the full description that will tell you, how it was made or what it was used or why it was made for that particular client. Another thing that I have on here is my copywriting, and I haven't really found a more efficient way to do this, but what I'm having it link out to right now is the blog page with some case studies that are outlined on here and a sample press release. So those are the main changes that I made to this site. I also went through and double checked on some of these links to make sure they're linking out properly. I think that besides the actual portfolio pieces that are outlined here on the portfolio tab, I think just the layout and the composition of the website as well as the copywriting does speak to different skill sets. So clients will see how I write, how I can put things together, kind of my creative vision, and then on top of these highlighting specific parts of my expertise, I think as a whole this portfolio site really does help to showcase what I can do and give them a good introduction into doing business with me. One last thing that I did add was my call to action. This will link out to my email, but basically I feel that offering a free 10-minute consultation is a good hook and a good non-committal way for them to kind of introduce themselves to me and see what it is that I can add to their marketing process, and as well as my feedback and observations on the things they're already doing. So this was a fun reiteration, and I'm excited for the feedback and finding out how I can take this to the next level.